Duelist, bringing you Chaos Smart's action. We are here to find out if the prize coup on Jonathan will continue into Map 4 and 5. An epic marathon battle in which I was pleasure to be a part of. I was in a Donar A. Cannot say I've ever been in one of those before in a Chaos March battle, and I'd like to think, given the fact that I stayed alive for a decent amount of time versus Visigoth B, means I did well. I didn't scout very well, and but I got some hits off. I think I did good. Go check out the video. You tell me what you think, and tell me in the comments. Did I do a good enough job in that thing, or did I just stink it up the joint? Anyhow, that battle went down to the last 2 minutes of the 30-minute time limit. So, we were running very late on this Valentine's Day night when we were shooting this video. So we lost half of our player population. Most of the Wolverines had to take off. Burner's the sole one still around. SJs are still ready to fight, at least for this part. So we're pushing on. Tank Warrior. Morogu 3 LBX-10s. 2 ERPPCs on the Oro, and that's probably the rotary autocannon partisan. If he could fit the BV in there, though. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. Rotary autocannon partisan is by far the favorite partisan of SJ Proxima. Opposing them, tried to keep all the SJs together, but can't do that always for balance. So Phylexes is going to be joining Burner and Kentax and Rask over here. This will be the last or second to last fight of the night. I'd like to thank Wolverines-rebirth.de. Burner provided the server that made it possible this weekend. Some excellent fights from yesterday, and these fights are turning in really good. I highly suggest you go check out the fight that I just mentioned on TC Ivory Tower. It's the marathon, but it's worth it. It had a very exciting conclusion to the fight, and very interesting tactics. Anyway, we've got Bushwhackers against tanks here. These are 2 Bushwhacker Bs with LBX-20. Bushwhacker Prime with LRMs. And so they're trying to fight up close. What's the 4th Bushwhacker, though? There's a good Bushwhacker D. Bushwhackers are some of the most balanced mechs in the game with good weapons loadouts and excellent armor, good speed, but they're facing tanks. That Morogu is just gonna destroy worlds with those 3 LBX-10s and can take a hell of a beating. The Partisan, while an 80-ton tank, we treat it as a 50-ton tank because it's mostly support weapons, and the armor is not terribly good for a 50-tonner, let alone an 80-tonner. The Oro has respectable enough armor. It's on the light side, but pretty good weapons loadout for a medium tank. And then Red, I don't think I've seen Red in a tank much, so he's in Red's in the Uller B with the LBX-10. Pretty similar weapons loadouts. The only difference is that the blue team, the Blakist forces represented by the SJ guys here, are utilizing a lot of their tonnage in the Morogu. The Morogu's like super critical to their list here. It's not that the other things can't fight, it's just that if the Morogu goes down, you're losing, in effect, like the equivalent of 2 mechs. So Burner went straight down the middle, 55 tons for each player, which was the limit. And Proxima decided to give Red a little bit less and beef up his other assets. Red just taking a pounding. Red's dead. 4 Bushwhackers against an Uller. Hey, he got away so far. Proxima's going, they fell into our trap. Kentax saying, hold up, let's not pull in there yet. Kentax Proxima trying to pull them in. Don't know if they've seen the Morogu yet. Now they've seen the Morogu. essentially 3 on 4 right now because red has to stick all the way back to do it. And even though it looks like they're facing each other, they're actually behind the hill right now. And they're trying to figure out how they want to move. If I were them, I'd pull back and go to another engagement range. They're way faster than all 4 of these things on the ground. Having taken out red effectively, they can outrun by 20 kilometers an hour. They're fresh, so they're going to take their chances. They know that the Morigu's down there, but they figure if they just pop up here and there, that the Morigu might miss some of its shots. Proxima trying to decide what to do here. And let's get the Morigu a bit closer. Maybe take some of the damage. There you go. Alexi's move back, try to get a couple of LRMs off, distract them. Red's sticking as far back as possible. Red can hit from 750 with that LBX-10, or 700 with that LBX-10, so he can still fight. He's just got to pull back quite a bit here. It's now daytime, so the everybody's got to worry about heat now. Those bushwhackers can run hot. Proxima taking a halfway decent beating so far. They'll definitely be kind of focusing on Proxima because even though he's not in the Morigu, he's still their most experienced and dangerous pilot. I'm not sure if this works against the bushwhackers or the tanks with the heat right now. You can make the argument either or. Firehound trying to get Phylexes going. This is dangerous because Kentak, the other 3 bushwhackers could come in and finish off Proxima and Antares. So Proxima's trying to tell Firehound to be very careful about how you move. Phylexes is trying to get another lock here. Morigu does have ATM 6s or 3s. 3s, I think. Or 6s. So he can fire back. Phylexes is going to probably move up near that hill over there and try and go in there. The 2 teams just at a dead standstill right now. See just them staring each other down. Neither team wants to give up position. If that's the Rack 2 thing, that thing could take on 2 mechs at once. If it's any other kind of partisan, you have to be a bit more careful. Positioning wise, let's pull back and take a look here a sec. They're deciding to try and surround the tanks by sending Phylexes to the back, Burner off to the side. And Kentax and Rask will continue to hold their position. Right now, Phylexes will... Red will be the only one that might be looking in that direction. Red's looking a little further south to make sure they don't come out from the lake. So Phylexes is going to be able to get off at least 1 shot here. Fires off his LRMs, his AC-10. Lambs will soak up most of the missiles. So only 25% of those missiles got through or so. Proxima saying, okay, we're going to rush now because we know that there's only 3 of them when there's actually 2 of them. Proxima not in the Rack 2. So Antares, Proxima are teaming up on Kentax. Firehound taking on Rask. Kentax is down. Can't take... Firehound is down. Firehound probably overheated. Kentax was focused on with a lot of heavy firepower. Rask is going to fight bravely here, but he's going to go crit. So, more than likely the Blakist blue team forces have this because all they have to do is take on Phylexes, and Phylexes is a long-range asset. Phylexes and Burner, excuse me. So they're saving Burner for the moment. They told Burner to go get away and wait for it to... Right now it's very hot out. When you have the sun out, it's 150 plus. Phylexes does have enough speed. If his engine's not out, he can run away. So he's going to try and do that, and maybe if he can get away, they can still take this. They just have to fight at night and keep them spread out right now. As you see Burner off in the background, now that it's going to get cold again, Burner's lasers will have cooling efficiency that he'll be able to attack. If Phylexes can outrun them and get away, might have a bit more room to attack here. Burner's a long-range asset? Is that the Bushwhacker E? Okay, I'm sorry. Burner decided to get away because he's a very long-range asset, hard-hitting, but he has 900-meter range, so he's they're gonna be attacking them from range. They're gonna try and coordinate with each other. They have enough speed. They just need to be calm about what they're gonna do. And where is the Morrigu is the question, though. Firehound. Ooh, that's gonna do some damage. He doesn't outright get stuck. Antares may be stuck, and if he is, he won't count as what's called a carrying asset. He'll still be allowed to fight, but if he can't move, he's effectively been taken out of the battle eventually. Not sure why Phylexes is trading firepower with him right now, unless his armor's good. I would just let that thing go and go assist Burner. Yeah, and Antares is stuck. They won't be able to get him out of that particular situation. So Apps is going to take him down so that they have fewer carrying assets. I believe that's the strategy. Red is remember, Red is very beat up right now, so if Phylexes is able to take out Antares, this will effectively be a tie 2v2 match. I apologize that we're not following everybody right now. Let's get a look, make sure we're not missing too much of the other part of the battle. Proxima sticking back. Oh, they killed the Morrigu. And excuse me, I forgot. Okay, so the Morrigu was either overheated or just took too much damage, and so now at this point, with 4 LBX-5s, I believe Proxima is going to have to take out Burner in order to get Phylexes, in order to get the number of carrying assets. Depending on how damaged Proxima is, might have a chance. Remember that Burner's way off on the other end of the map because he's sniping. And now with the tank stuck, one advantage of that is that Burner's really not able to attack it unless he gets close, and so if Antares is going to get stuck, at least he got stuck in a spot where he's still able to fire against things that get close to him. And Red is still alive. So there's 2 movable assets, and there's 2 carrying assets, but there's 3 assets on the field. You can see Red is now battling Phylexes, which Phylexes is able to get in on Red. Depending on how damaged he is, he only has an AC-10 cannon, really, that can do any damage up close in a laser. He can duel with Red, but if he has to duel with Red and Proxima, he may go down, and then in that case, this match is effectively over at that point. So let's see what happens. Red. Okay, so the match is pretty much over. They still have to kill Burner. And Burner still has enough firepower here that if he was utilized all of his skill, he still could take out the assets. But because keep in mind, with Antares stuck, as long as he avoids Antares' vehicle, which he won't be able to do, he can still try to run away. That's the main thing. But looks like he's gonna have to fight, and Red might be the better target right now. Remember, Burner's probably pretty fresh. He can take some hits. He's got to land his hits. Well, an interesting fight certainly, but 3-0. The Planet Jonathan is defensed in the coup attempt by the Tikonov task force, and we will see you next week in the Chaos March. This is Duelist. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.